Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
How do we end the July the 4th? How do we end the holidays? How do we go into the new week? We have Sheamus leaving the WWE. Now remember, the real reason is because of, according to those that know, the real reason is due to a pay cut, but we're going to give you more details, more emphasis. We're going to give you more details that are unraveling right now as concerns Sheamus. Because when you're talking about a legendary multi-time champion walking out on WWE after rejecting an offer, and obviously the offer was not up to snuff. It was not what Sheamus was anticipating. It was not what Sheamus was expecting. And is there going to be a roster collapse with Sheamus leaving World Wrestling Entertainment? Now remember, guys, you know what's even sadder about Sheamus leaving the WWE? That the WWE on his way out couldn't have given him that one last pivotal moment where he could have been a Grand Slam champion. Yes, you heard that right. Sheamus was one title away, one win away before becoming a Grand Slam champion. But the WWE, they couldn't do it. They couldn't go away with it. But no, ladies and gentlemen, after almost 20 years, 19-year veteran is Sheamus with the WWE, and now he is set to leave because of a pay cut, because of a shortage, because Sheamus did not like the offer that was extended or that was handed to him. But we're going to explore a hell of a lot more here on Sean's View Entertainment, because we're not going to bore you. As a matter of fact, we're going to soar you to all new levels and new heights to give you the excitement, to give you the unpredictability here on Sean's View Entertainment. Now, Who else is going to be joining Sheamus? Will it be curtain jerkers? Will it be the guys in the middle? Maybe it's going to be mid-card, or maybe some main eventers will be following Sheamus straight to another promotion. Because, of course, now you're hearing the rumors, the gossip, the speculation, hearing the hearsay going in right now about who could join Sheamus, who's going to follow, who's going to exit along with the man that says banger after banger after banger, ladies and gentlemen. Are we about to be in the midst of a massive exodus destroying the WWE hierarchy as top stars walk away forever? Triple H panicking, because we all know how close, we all know how buddy and buddy Triple H and Sheamus were backstage, so you can imagine Triple H is none too pleased with this choice and with this decision, because now this opens up the door wide open for Sheamus, and again, we're going to get into the other stars that could very well follow according to rumors, gossip, and speculation online. We're going to get into the other names right here on this very episode who could be following suit with Sheamus leaving the company. Now, this was the last piece of news. Again, this is the last piece of news that we anticipated or expected just hours ago, guys, just hours ago. Okay, now I did a video on this when it first broke, but of course a lot of you weren't notified. That's why it's so important to click that bell, turn on all notifications, or hype up the video, like the video, and always search up Sean View on YouTube, because again, in the event that YouTube doesn't let you know I have done a video. Now, why would Triple H panic after a legendary champion leads a massive roster walkout? And again, you know, these wrestlers that have been doing this for years and years, and they're still in shape, and they still want to be shown, and they still want to wrestle, and they still want to be who they know they can be in that ring. But when the offer isn't good enough, and when TKO or the powers that be think that they can just undercut you, undermine you, or they can shortcut you, there is going to be no shortcuts as it concerns Sheamus in WWE. But ladies and gentlemen, we have it on word now. Again, another star, another wrestler, another woman, I guess a woman that is on the roster that has not been utilized, but yet she is still signed to WWE, and that being one Tamina Snuka. Now, yeah, I know, that's a name we have not seen or heard. Now, again, I brought this up in my last video. I brought this up in the last episode. Again, we do multiple videos a day, guys, to keep you clocked in so we can keep you in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most defiant, and the most definitive. But right now, let's get into the other details. Again, guys, a 19-year run. What a legacy Sheamus has had. What a legacy. And also, guys, CM Punk. Again, the issues Reports address the rumored issues between CM Punk and WWE. It is still happening. It's still going on. Is CM Punk going to be one of those guys? Well, two outlets have addressed the rumored issues between CM Punk and WWE, and neither has confirmed any specifics. Dave Meltzer wrote in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that there was some minor issues involving Punk where he traced back to Punk losing the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Fightful Select reported he has heard many rumblings and rumors about issues dating back to WrestleMania with CM Punk, the best in the world, but said it was never had any specifics confirmed and that little had changed since its expanded report a week earlier. For what it's worth, Punk is not advertised. Oh my God, wait a minute, guys. Now remember, Raw is going to be in Chicago, as we all know. CM Punk's supposed to make his huge return. Now Punk is not advertised for Raw in Chicago on WWE's website. Punk was reportedly set to challenge Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship at this year's SummerSlam, but as we all know now, Cody Rhodes is no longer the WWE Champion. Now the undisputed WWE Champion is Sami Zayn. On the Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer said the plan was Cody Rhodes defending the title against CM Punk. That absolutely was the plan, and those plans were complicated when Sami Zayn won the title at Night of Champions in June. Now, again, guys, this is going to raise a lot of eyebrows, obviously. This is going to raise one whole hell of a lot of eyebrows online. And would you expect anything less? Again, troubles brewing, headlines coming through. The breaking news is at an all-time high. It is a fever pitch here on Sean's View Entertainment. But now, guys, I know you're probably wondering, well, who's going to follow? Who's going to leave with Sheamus? And where are they going to go? Are they going to go to AEW? Are they going to go to ROH? Are they going to go to TNA? Where is going to be the destination? And again, viewers, fans, and subscribers, is it about following Sheamus? Or is it about standing up for what you believe in and knowing what your worth is in WWE? And apparently, Sheamus knew full well what his worth was in World Wrestling Entertainment, because Sheamus has chosen to leave. Now, again, the thing about it is the next time we'll see Sheamus in a WWE capacity will probably be to accept a Hall of Fame induction, unless something can happen in the ninth hour. But here's something else that's coming up right now. Sheamus' WWE contract situation actually got messy after old claims resurfaced. And we're going to leak this and expose this online right now. The big part, enough on its own. Okay, that is a big part of its own. But now there is another big wrinkle. Back in September of 2024, Dave Meltzer claimed that Sheamus had signed a new 5-year deal with WWE. That makes the current situation look quite odd, because if Sheamus signed a 5-year contract in 2024, he would not be anywhere close to free agency in 2026. WWE usually signs main roster talent to deals that run 3 to 5 years. So if Meltzer's 2024 claim was accurate, Sheamus would still have plenty of time left on the contract. That means one of a few things may be true. Either the old contract information was wrong, which, well, sometimes they get it wrong. Here on Show and View, we do tell you, along with the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters, the insiders, they don't always get it right, but hey, it's fun to speculate, right? The deal was not actually for 5 years. Something changed behind the scenes, or the current exit story is missing a very key piece. Meltzer has been wrong before, and this could be another one of those cases. And at the same time, viewers, we got to bring this up. We got to address this. Back in May, ladies and gentlemen, WWE said they would have to approach numerous wrestlers about taking less money to stay with the company. If they didn't like the new terms, they could walk. And again, at the same time, Sheamus' situation is now a little harder to read, because there are two pieces of information that do not match fully. Now the big question is what the real contract situation actually is. If Sheamus is truly leaving, WWE is losing one of its longest running names. And if that 2024 5-year deal was real, then there's clearly more to this story than just a contract running out. There's more to this than meets the eye. Sean's View Entertainment will keep you updated as more information becomes available on Sheamus' WWE contract, his future, and his status in professional wrestling, and what comes next for the Celtic Warrior. What do you think is really going on with Sheamus' WWE contract? Do you think the 2024 5-year deal claim was wrong, or is there more to this exit story? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know below. Again, some would say that this is a new era, a new regime. Sheamus ain't coming back to WWE except for a Hall of Fame. The IC title boat has sailed. Sheamus said it himself. Meltzer can be blamed for certain things, but not this. And again, viewers, it's just one of those things that was very shocking and very unexpected. Also, a major return to in-ring action. According to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, at this time, we are receiving word that Bad Bunny may be getting ready to step back into the ring, but not for the WWE this time. No. This time for Triple A. Dwayne The Rock Johnson shows off new custom Shelby truck after fresh delivery. Also, is Sheamus jumping to AEW, and who's going to follow? Well, Ricochet shuts down talk of Sheamus and the New Day jumping to AEW. And now to get into MJF calls out Sheamus ahead of his exit from WWE. Yes, the AEW World Champion MJF has called out Sheamus. What do you think will be the fallout from that? Also, not only is this all going on at the same time and all this alluding, all this speculating, and as sad as it bad as it's detriment to the WWE, now who's going to fill Sheamus' shoes? Who's going to take the ball and roll with it in the absence of Sheamus? Who is going to gain the most in the absence from Sheamus? As Sheamus made a major change to his ex-Twitter after turning down WWE deal. Sheamus' Twitter changes are saying plenty right now, even without the Celtic Warrior posting some long goodbye message about WWE. Scott D'Amore hints at Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling streaming deal for U.S. fans. Rebel, as we all know, she admits she may not see another 4th of July after terminal ALS diagnosis. And according to those in the know, does not want WWE to turn Sami Zayn into a transitional WWE champion. That is according to those in the know. They do not want to see WWE turn Sami Zayn into a transitional champion. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Because obviously, ladies and gentlemen, you wait all those years, all those expectations, only for it to just drizzle out. Lola Vice and Damian Priest pack on PDA during 4th of July. Liv Morgan goes public with new relationship online. And Rich Holland says WWE didn't know how to present the Brawling Brutes, while 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 championship matches, title matches, have been presented in addition to all the other events that'll be going on Raw tomorrow night on Netflix. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your emotions. House of the Dragon star Abigail Thorne smashes into T4T Wrestling with a steel chair shot. Now, again, we had some breaking news to talk about the death of massive passing away in the world of professional wrestling, but Scarlet GoFundMe surges past 50,000 shortly after Charlotte Flair and NBA star Tyrese donate. Ladies and gentlemen, her story has hit the wrestling world hot after she passed away, and the support is already pouring in. $50,107, and that number jumped fast, and the top donations are getting attention because 2 huge names are sitting right near the top, and one of the biggest donations came from NBA star Tyrese Halliburton, who contributed $10,000 to help Scarlett's family with funeral and memorial expenses. Charlotte Flair, who we all know, this girl was a big fan. This girl that, fought cancer as much as she could and as hard as she could. One of Charlotte's biggest fans, if not her biggest fan ever, listed under real name Ashley Flair, also donated $8,000. That is absolutely memorable, and that is absolutely remarkable. And that is one whole hell of a story, if I've ever seen it, guys. So, again, our thoughts and our prayers go out to the entire family. And obviously, this is a very trying, debilitating time. But now you get to help out the family. And right now, I'll tell you what else needs a lot of help and support is the Brash and the Brazen. We need your support to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, and turn on all notifications, as this is your hourly source for Sean's Views Entertainment. Plenty more to come. Subscribe.